Hi everyone, in this video we are gonna focus on the reading skill. Okay, before talking about anything, you just have a look at these sentences. This is how these sentences should be read. The sentence is grammatically incorrect. He is doing his religious activities in his room. I saw a spectacular achievement on their part. The company has invested in the latest technology. Did you see the film about Antarctica? The photography was superb. Alright, when you were listening to my reading, you must have been feeling something different, right? The same thing happens when you are watching a movie, when you are listening to a native speaker speaking or reading. You're sometimes feeling that those people are just first example. The sentence is grammatically incorrect. Now I'm a teacher. I'm teaching some of my students. One student is asking, "Sir, is this sentence correct?" I'm just telling him, sentence grammatically incorrect. I'm just using 3 words. Sentence grammatically incorrect. Can you understand what I mean? Yes, you can. Because these 3 words carry the meaning. Next one. He is doing his religious activities in his room. I'm visiting one of my friends. Alright, I'm just going, he is not available. I'm asking his ma'am, where's Tom, for example? His mother is saying, he's doing his religious activities in his room. Instead of saying the complete sentence, if the mom is saying, doing religious activities room, doing religious activities room, these words just get together and give the idea. That's why they are called the content words. So in English, they have mainly content words and function words. Function words means the other words. They are just helping to build up a grammatically accurate sentence. They cannot take the meaning. So when native speakers speak or read, they just stressed on these words. Alright, they are called stress words, they are called keywords. This English language is not just a flat language, right? There's a rhythm in this language. We call it intonation. So in English, there are ups and downs. In this intonation, in this rhythm, there are rising intonations and falling intonation, which is not going flat. Listen again. The sentence I was reading, the sentence is grammatically incorrect. The sentence is grammatically incorrect. It is not flat. Listen. He is doing his religious activities in his room. And again, the sentence is grammatically incorrect. Grammatically incorrect. This one, he is doing his religious activities. When you take a sentence, there are places that we have to stress. So these words are called the sentence stress. When you take a long word, for example this one, sentence, for example this one, here the word stress is at the beginning. So we pronounce this word as sentence. This one grammatically here, the word stress. This one incorrect word stress. Here doing religious activities, room, spectacular, achievement, port, company, invested, latest, technology. So that is called the word stress. In studying this language, I'm just telling you, it is not an easy task, but which is not an impossible task as well. You got to study all these step by step. Reading skill is very important. Okay, in our last video, the introduction to listening skill, I just told you that when you study a language, we have to cover up 4 main skills: writing, reading, listening, and speaking. And I told you, out of these 4, the most important part is listening. If you are a native speaker of language, for example, I'm from Sri Lanka, my first language is Sinhalese. So when I studied my language, my first language, my mother tongue, I didn't write it, I didn't read it, I just started speaking what I heard, what my family members spoke, what my friends spoke, what my neighbors spoke. After sometimes, I just started speaking that one. But English is not my first language. So I am supposed to go through all these 4 skills to be a good speaker of this language. Why is that? This is like this. When you take your mind, we have 2 main categories, like conscious mind and subconscious mind. Your upper part and your inner part. This is just a sketch, don't misunderstand me. This is just, I'm just gonna give you an idea how this is gonna happen. You know, when you keep doing something, when something becomes one of your habits, this goes to your subconscious mind. When something is in your subconscious mind, that becomes a habit. That means you don't need to think of it, automatically that happens in your life. For example, now writing. You go to class, go to school, you study a lot of things about English, okay? But there are some aspects you don't understand, but you keep writing. You have a habit of writing in English. You like to write, okay? So you write, no meaning sometimes, but you keep writing. Reading. You don't understand a lot of English. Your grammar is not that okay, your vocabulary is not that okay, but you like reading. You keep reading. And listening. You like watching English movies, you listen to English songs all the time. You have the exposure all the time. You listen to English. So when you keep it again and again, so these skills are just going into your subconscious mind. That means they become some of your habits. When you write something, you don't know the meaning, but you feel that I know this. When you read something, feeling that well, I don't know the meaning, but I'm a bit familiar with this. When you're listening to something, you cannot understand, but you're feeling something. That means that is forming a sort of habit in you. The ultimate target, the result, is speaking. Write, read, listen, finally you can become a good speaker. If you are a non-native speaker, that means your first language is not English, but you want to study English perfectly. You have to go through all these skills. Right, when doing classes, especially when teaching adults, they just ring us and ask, especially from big companies and all, they are just, having classes, they are just calling and ask, sir, are you teaching grammar? Grammar is one of these, my students here. Writing is one of the main 4 skills. I told you that grammar is one of the parts in this writing. In our country, mainly I know that in South Asian countries, we just focus on this one. We write a lot. Our students are capable of writing. They just go through examinations, they pass examination, they accumulate a lot of qualifications in life, of course. But that doesn't mean that you are good at English. To be good at English, you have to be able to read well, listen and understand well, speak well. You can be a teacher after improving all these 4 skills, and another skill, teaching skill is another thing, right? You must be able to convince the student that are listening to you, right? You must be able to make them understand what you are going to teach. Being a teacher is not an easy task, especially international recognized teacher. You have to fulfill all those 4 skills. You have to show who you are in this. So anyway, in this I just gave you an introduction. Reading, let's do it systematically, step by step. I'll see you with another lesson.